What up, people? It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One, and welcome to another fabulous rendition of TV for this podcast, episode 91. How y'all living? I'm living swell. Be sure to hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this live stream with your friends, family, as well as your followers. Get familiar and get this YouTube channel as well as this podcast lit in the YouTube podcast algorithm. You heard me? Also, if you want to support if you want to support this channel moving forward even more, hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges, as well as you can super chat your guy. $ I'm Chris the Don One. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we are. We are live and in full effect. Okay. We got a great show today. We're going to be talking about all things and in between. So let's get active. Let's get into it. The first order of business is a doozy. Okay. And this is coming from the article of People Magazine. Shout out to you guys out there at People Magazine. And this was trending on X, formerly known as Twitter. Candace Owens was in the news for all, depending on which side of the fence you're on, the right or the wrong reasons. You know, these blue pill, red pill activists, dating gurus, relationship advisors, life coaches, speakers, whatever influencers, whatever you guys want to call them. I really call them one word: opportunists. When there's something that they can associate themselves with to get them a few clicks, to get them a few dollars, best believe they are going to be active around certain things that they talk about, particularly on social media. Well, Candace Owens was on X, formerly known as Twitter, and she wanted to ban corn or adult content, calling it bad for y'all. Owens previously claimed uh, cornology is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men. Okay, so Candace Owens thinks uh, corn is bad, but Cardi B does not agree. All right, we're going to be talking about Cardi B in just a little bit. Uh, After the controversial politician comments took to social media with a call to ban corn earlier this month, Cardi shared her thoughts on the matter, and the rapper doesn't think X rated content is all that bad. Banning corn is a psychological weapon intending to weaken our men, uh, Owens wrote in a post that was shared on X, formerly known as Twitter. All right. The former Daily Wire personality elaborated further in a follow up post, writing that chronology was created by the most deprived among our human race. Psychological, it introduced, let's just say, I'm trying to walk around these words, homo, and it also creates uh, predators. Let's just use that word. Incest, religious, I think is religious segments. We'll just use that word. and it also promotes Satanism. Okay, I'm just trying to walk around a lot of these controversial words because y'all know YouTube be tripping. Okay, according to TMZ, Owen's statements were later posted by her blog to Instagram, which prompted the WAP. If any, I can't go into what WAP stands for. The rapper chimed in on the platform. Oh my God, why y'all so against corn? Is it that bad for y'all? I enjoy it, but I don't know. Continuing Cardi, I don't know why they put these people's ages. They put Candace Owens' age, they put Cardi B's name age. I don't know. And when you really think about it, age really doesn't matter because from what I gathered, Cardi B and Candace Owens, they're pretty much in the same age gap. Okay. Um, the outline. Okay. I guess it's like six. I guess it's like a 6 time a year thing. Cardi's talking about how many times she has watched adult content. I personally don't feel no connection or addiction to it. Just a quick 1, 2, nothing like the real thing. She's talking about, being intimate. Um, in her follow-up comments, TMZ reported the Grammy-winning urging people could use chronology as a learning tool, claiming the explicit matter actually should teach men how to please women. We're going to be talking about what that Cardi B statement. We're also going to be talking about Candace Owens' statement. Owens and Cardi have publicly disagreed on various topics, political, which we're going to get into that, and social issues in the past, with the former TV host criticizing the rapper's explicit sexual song, WAP, as well as President Joe Biden, as well as, and this is about Candace Owens, about how she feels about Joe Biden. Uh, Choosing to do an interview with her around the election. And, like I said this earlier, people like Candace Owens are opportunists. Okay. So, um, in a recent interview, Vogue, Cardi spoke about the backlash of WAP receiving some groups upon its release in 2020. Maybe because we're more mainstream now, the song reached out more to for conversation, people for people to conversate over the internet. That's what, yeah, they should have phrased it. She told the outlet. I guess it made some soccer moms cry, but I cannot believe the song can be so political. Added Cardi. I am very used I am very used to hearing explicit lyrics from a woman. Growing up, I listened to Trina, Little Kim, Foxy Brown. Their lyrics were more explicit than mine. I kind of echo those sentiments. Okay, a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. All right. So yeah, so that's it on this topic. And before we get into my thoughts, let's take a quick commercial break. All right.
You know what I don't understand? I'm going to talk about it right now. I get the views. I get a lot of them. But I don't get the likes. Like if you spend that much time to watch the video and then you don't hit the like button, what's going on? Come on now. Pull yourself together. If you're going to watch it, like it.
All right, we are back in full effect. Remember, rate, comment, subscribe, share this live stream with your friends, family, as well as your followers. All right, so we're gonna get into this. We are definitely going to get into this. All right, now here's my thoughts. Now, told y'all earlier, I feel like Candace Owens, as well as these other red pill slash activists, or however y'all want to refer them as, I feel like a lot of these people are opportunists. So to keep their names relevant in social media, they're they know uh, their opinions, how they vocalize things, are magnets, and it attracts the pro side as well as the negative side, the pro and the con side. Excuse me. And someone that's controversial like Candace Owens, for her to say this, a lot of people that are for her or against her are going to gather up, and share, their opinions about not only Candace Owens, but the topic at hand. Candace Owens also knows that when you're talking about corn, um, let's just face facts and face reality. You know, a lot of males watch corn. All right. Um, when you look at the demographics, I'm not saying women don't watch corn. I feel like there are some women that do watch corn, but I the majority of the viewer and the audience is males. Okay, let's just keep it all the way a straight buck. And corn um is probably one of those outlets that you don't want to utilize to define a woman. Okay, now uh and I said this in my podcast. Everybody Hates Chris podcast. Shameless plug. Go check that out. That's on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast indulgement from. Um, I want to say this fast and say this real quick. Now, I don't disagree totally with Candace Owens on why she's got it bad for corn. All right. Um, I feel like corn do promote certain stereotypes that it is not that doesn't align with traditional women. I do feel like corn can be very addictive. I do feel like corn promotes other things, and there's a good and a bad and an ugly with corn. So I do co-sign with some of the things Candace Owens is saying. However, if we keep it all the way real, uh, you know, you can apply this analogy to anything. Okay, and it's like gaming. Gaming is a billion-dollar industry, just like corn. Gaming, the majority of the gaming audience is males. Not saying females don't game, but I'm just saying the majority of the audience is males. Can we just keep it all away a buck about it? Okay. Um. Yeah. So, and gaming is good. It does a lot of it does a lot of great things to a lot for a lot of gamers. um but too much gaming can be a bad thing. It can be very addictive. It can deprive you of having social skills if you are gaming nonstop. um and gaming can also lead into a lot of avenues that not only are good, but a lot of avenues that are bad. A lot of people connect gaming to gun violence. All right, but should we ban gaming? No, we should not ban gaming. All right, it's not the gaming industry is not the sole reason why society isn't what it's what it should be. Gaming is not the sole reason why there's gun violence on a rise, or violence is on an uptick. Um, and gaming is not the sole reason for um, mental issues. Okay, music. I feel like the music industry is $1 billion entity, just like the corn industry, just like the gaming industry. Um, Now I feel like out of the two I just mentioned, I feel like music is a 50-50 split when you talk about the audience. Male and females enjoy music. Okay. Music has a good and a bad and an ugly about it. Okay. Music is good for you. It stimulates the mind. It stimulates creativity. Um, it it shows independence, and it's very spiritual. Okay, but too much music, if you infuse too much music, it can also it can also be a bad thing. And music can go down several avenues that are very good for society and very bad for society. you know Back in the 80s and the early 90s, you know Congress was trying to ban rap music because they believe this promotes violence. Rap music promotes violence, and it and a decline in society. All right, when you got a song called "F the Police," that's not a good song, or a good positive song for law enforcement. All right. So, yeah, there's a good and a bad and an ugly about music. And too much music, if you consume too much music, it can be bad for you. But should we ban music? No. I think if you are a parent, no matter if it's gaming or music, if you're a parent, if you have a kid and you notice your kid's behavior changing, it's up to you as the parent to monitor that, and go through the process of changing that behavior into a favorable behavior. Okay, if you are an adult, and you are responsible for your own actions. And if you know that you are gaming is consuming your life more, or music is consuming your life more, and it's changing your psyche on how you perceive society, then it's up to you to get professional help. Okay, but gaming and music is not the sole reason why we have issues in society. And to use Candace Owens' analogy, well, we should just ban it. I mean, that's easier said than done. Okay. I think, I'm not a huge component of guns. I feel like there's no place in society for anyone to have a gun. Law enforcement or the criminals. Okay, that's my opinion. But in reality, um, you know, in reality, there are some responsible, capable people uh, that are that are in law enforcement, and that are not in law enforcement, that are qualified to carry firearms. I wouldn't go as far as using Candace Owens' analogy and saying we should just ban guns. And then that should take care of gun violence. And that should take care of violence in general. Okay. So you can't be all the way left with certain issues when you're talking about society. Okay. Too much of anything can be bad for you. All right. Working out. I think working out is great for the body. It's great for the soul. is, it promotes stimulus, it promotes independence, it promotes being active and being conscious of your health. Okay, there are some great benefits for working out. Okay, however, working out too much, okay, can lead you to more injuries, can can lead you into systematic failures in your body. Working out too much could deprive you of certain things. Being you know society issues because you're constantly in the gym all the time. It can change your hormones. It can change, make you more angry. It's mentally draining, mentally challenged. But if I take the analogy of Candace Owens and say, okay, we should just ban working out because so many people have died from working out. So many people have, anger issues from working out. If I just take the analogy of Candace Owens and apply it to working out, no more working out, then that'll be foolish of me. Okay? Because too much of anything could be a bad thing. Okay? So do you get my drift? You get my point? Um, I think there's a lot of things in our society that I may disagree about, and there's a lot of things in society that I do agree about. Okay. But to go all the way left and let's just say, you know, and to say to ban it, to outlaw it, is a ridiculous statement. Okay. It's a laughable, ridiculous statement. Gambling. I'm not for gambling. I think a lot of good can come from people wanting to gamble or play the lottery. You know, a lot of people that buy these tickets or place bets online. It helps. By those people putting their money on, a portion of that money goes to building better roads, better schools, better societies. Okay. Um, they put money towards education. A lot of kids that graduate from high school, you know they don't get a scholarship, and some of them have to take loans and things of that nature. Well, there's a lot of scholarships out there that are needed, and the majority of the funds from these scholarships come from people buying lottery tickets or online betting, things of that nature. Okay. Like I said, I'm not a huge component. I'm not a person that promotes gambling. Um, but for me to take the Candace Owens analogy, even though I'm not favorable about gambling, I'm not going to take the Candace Owens analogy and just say we should just outright ban gambling. I think there's a moderation to everything, and too much of a moderation can lead into that can lead you into other roads that are not positive roads to lead to travel down. Okay, so too much of anything can hurt you. All right, but to go as far as to say we should just outlaw it and ban it, taking the Candace Owens analogy, is kind of laughable and kind of ridiculous. Okay. And it goes to the heart of who Candace Owens is. I don't think Candace Owens is a bad person. I just think she's an opportunist. You can be a good person and still be an opportunist. Okay. I feel like a lot of stuff Candace Owens says, she don't totally believe, but she knows if I stay controversial and if I tell people how I feel and my stance and things of that nature, I know it's going to give me clicks, it's going to give me views, and it's going to keep me popping and popular in these social media streets. There's people that love Candace Owens, and there's some people out there that love to hate Candace Owens. Okay, and she knows that. She knows that from the bottom of her heart. All right, and she's one of those controversial figures that she knows that a lot of people are going to disagree or agree with what Candace Owens is saying. That's the whole definition of an opportunist. Okay, and we all know of these personalities. Jason Whitlock is an opportunist. I think he's a bad person, but he's an opportunist. Jason Whitlock knows how to get under the skin. Jason Whitlock knows there are people in which there are few and far between, that just like Jason Whitlock, and there's people that love to hate Jason Whitlock. Skip Bayless is a controversial opportunist. Okay, I think Skip Bayless is a good dude. All right, but Skip Bayless knows that there are some people out there that love to hear Skip Bayless's takes, and there are people out there that love to hate when hearing Skip Bayless takes. So you got to you got to get in where you fit in. You're popular because you're likable, or you're popular because people love to hate you. All right, no matter what audience that gravitates to you, you got to play the cards that are dealt with that audience. Okay, and Candace Owens is one of those type of personalities. All right, remember, this is the same woman that was had it in for certain politicians, and we see how that turned out for Candace Owens. I think Candace Owens initially wanted to get into the political field, she found out very fast, very quick, that it's not what you know, is who you know. All right, and a lot of people, the the get along gang was not supporting Candace Owens or supporting Candace Owens' views. I feel like there's a lot of politicians that think like Candace Owens, but they know how to play the game. You know, they're not going to go all the way left and be all the way radical like Candace Owens. And that's why her political career, it just did not work. That avenue did not work. Candace Owens went from talking about politics to what's going on with social media. She tried to latch on that way. And this is why I say her and Cardi B has been going back and forth. She knows that mentioning Cardi B or mentioning things that people associate to Cardi B is going to get her the clicks and views. And they had a long outstanding relationship between the two. Joe Biden did an interview with Cardi B, and that infuriated Candace Owens. Candace Owens thinks that you know, that should have been her that should have been interviewing Joe Biden. All right. But what Candace Owens don't realize, there's a time and place for everything. Obviously, Joe Biden is utilizing and using Cardi B's status as a popular figure on social media, a likable personality, celebrity. Um, and Cardi B, would say things, um, good, bad, or indifferent, but she sparks a lot of interest. And Joe Biden also knows that if I do this this segue piece to Cardi B ain't no hardcore journalist. Cardi B is not going to say anything controversial. She's not going to throw hardball, speedball questions at Joe Biden. Cardi B is an entrepreneur herself, an influencer herself, and she's smart and she knows that this can, uh, by doing this piece with Joe Biden, it's going to put her in more households, and probably in households that, you know, that don't even know who Cardi B is. All right. So yeah, Cardi B it knows how to play the game. You know, because at the end of the day, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I feel like can't like look, if this was an IQ thing, then Candace Owens would clearly beat out Cardi B. If we was only talking about the intellectual part of this game, all right, and if that's what if that's what people were on, all right, uh, but this is not an intellectual game. This, this is about who's popular and who's popping. And right now, Cardi B is winning in those categories where Candace Owens is not. All right. So, um, yeah, trying to give you guys a retrospect of, you know, of Cardi B's side of things and Candace Owens side of things. Well, Candace Owens side of things, but we're gonna talk about Cardi B side of things in a little bit. But I do feel like it's time for a commercial break.
These niggas come in your chat. They won't even hit the like button because you all are a bunch of motherfucking haters. Bitch, it don't cause you shit. Not only to be over here, it don't cause you shit to hit the like button. But double fuck you motherfuckers in real life. Huh? Yes, that won't hit the like button. This is for you motherfuckers. Bitch, hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. Fuck you motherfuckers. In real life. You hear this? Look, bitches. You don't hit the like button. Fuck you motherfuckers. And thank you for the view, bitches.
Thank you, Sister T. Thank you, Sister T. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, share this live stream with your friends, family, and followers. Support my YouTube channel by just subscribing and watching the content. If you want to support the channel even further, hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges. If you want to support me even more, hit the key here. Okay, $ I'm Krista Don one. Yeah, man. All right. So, got all that. Let's get back to what Cardi B said in that article that I read to you guys. And she talked about how watching corn is not addictive, which I can co-sign to that to a certain extent. I think too much of anything could be addictive. It's just, we just can't just label corn as the only entertainment that can be addictive. Okay. Um, but at the same time, I can co-sign, with what Candace Owens said, but with Cardi B said she may watch 3 or 4 times, and she also said something that I totally will have to agree to disagree with Cardi B, and that is the statement she said how guys should just watch corn because it helps I forgot what she said word for word, bar for bar, but it helped men get along with women better. How to be intimate to a woman. I hate to, I should have went back and read the article itself, which, by the way, we can do that real fast, real quick, because I don't want to misquote the great Cardi B. Okay. I don't want to misquote the great Cardi B because I know how y'all get down. All right, I know how y'all get down. So let's scroll down here. What Cardi B said. All right. Um. All right. Hold up. I think I done scrolled too far down. All right. Okay. I enjoy it, but I don't know. Continuing Cardi B. I guess I like, I guess I watch it 6 times a year. It's a 6 time a year thing. I personally don't feel no connection or addiction. Just a little quick one too. Nothing like the real thing. And she's talking about being intimate with your partner. Nothing's never going to replace being intimate with your partner. Okay. A follow-up comment, the Grammy winner urged that people could use corn as a learning tool, claiming the explicit material actually should teach men how to please a woman. All right, Chloe. Okay, so that's what she basically is talking about. How to treat women. All right. And I totally disagree with that analogy that Cardi B used. Um, Now, first and foremost, I don't think corn is the perfect substitution for the real thing, and the real thing being intimate, having a partner and being intimate. Okay, uh, I don't think corn is a replacement for that. If people believe that, I think you need to get professional help. Um, but how to treat a woman. And I think she has to elaborate a little bit more. Maybe she has, maybe she didn't. Corn, in my humble estimation, if we use that analogy, then can we apply fictional movies to real life? Now I know a lot of people talk about, back in Terminator X, they had robots trying to run the world and AI, and I know people are going to say, well, technically, Chris, a lot of that stuff is happening that we done saw uh decades ago, 10 years, well, 20 years ago or 25 years ago, when we saw it on Terminator and RoboCop and things of that nature. Okay. So people can just say, paraphrase and say, well, technically, a lot of stuff that we saw 25 years ago in the movies that were fictional, we're talking about applying in real life. Okay. Um, which is true, but I don't think what you see in the movies you can apply. The majority of stuff that you see in the movies you can apply in real life. Okay. And I got the perfect analogy. All right. And I think it was I forgot the actual movie, but I do recall the scene. Um and it was the pineapple scene, and uh I don't know if it was Girls Trip or Think Like a Man. It's one of those two, or maybe it was another movie where a gentleman cut a pineapple and played an orange or a pineapple. I forgot which one of the two. I think it was an orange, and cut around the orange and placed the orange on his genitals. Okay, and that was trending. Everybody wanted to do that. Okay, and there are some guys out there that are gifted that can probably pull that off, but there's not a lot of guys that can pull that off. Okay, now they can find themselves an orange, but I don't think the the tip of their genitals is going to pass through that orange. All right, they may have to get a tangerine. They may have to get something a little bit smaller to reproduce, to remake that scene that they saw in the movies. Okay, so everything you see in the movies, you can't apply to everyday life. Like, I remember seeing this on a show or a movie where women were talking about how they can tell how big a man's package is by their feet. If they got big feet, that means they got a big package. If they got big ears, they got a big package. If they got a big nose, they got a big package. Okay? If they got big hands, they got a big package. All right? Here's reality. You can't apply that to African American men because most African American men have big feet. Most African American men have oversized hands. Most African American men have big ears. All African American men have big noses. Okay? So you can't apply everything that you hear and see in the movies. All right? So going back to Cardi B's reference, well, corn should, guys, you can learn something from corn on how to treat a woman. And I'm assuming what she's referring to is, even though she didn't elaborate, not in this article, I'm pretty sure she elaborated on social media or on another article. I really don't know. All right. But I think what she's referring to is how to treat a woman, by watching a video, and that's fantasy. That should tell you that everything that you see in corn, you can apply in real life. Okay. I know there's a lot of corn out there that, and there's a lot of performers out there saying, and this is another thing about, you know, sex, and it's not really a corn thing, it's an intimate thing, it's a sex thing. And this, it's sort of like this selling lie, this lie that constantly sells year after year, decade after decade, generation after generation, that um stamina, I think stamina is an over exaggerated estimation. Like, people really think that a lot of these performers and or just people in general can perform an intimate act for hours. All right, for hours. And that's the guys you need to. Let me tell you something. There's no woman on this planet. Now, I know a lot of women be faking the funk. I know a lot of women be capping. Just like men, we cap too, particularly in intimacy. We cap the most. Men and women, we cap the most. We big capping. All right. But there's no woman on the face of the earth that wants to get pounded for hours. I don't care how loose those walls are. I don't care how far down you can go. Uh, uh you know, the bottom is whole, whatever. No woman wants to get pounded for hours. Okay, and better yet, no man wants to stay in bed for hours. Particularly if you're doing all the leg work. All right. So yeah, stamina, the over exaggeration of stamina to men and women is big cap. All right. And I guess that's what Cardi B is referring to. A lot of these stigmas that you hear about, uh, with the talk of the town or water cooler talk or over exaggerated stories with your coworkers and your friends, and you think they're they're speaking the truth. But when you go online and you see these corn activities, a lot of these corn activities are not lasting hours. All right. Uh you see a 15-minute clip, a lot of people think, oh man, they had, I'm not saying in all cases, but in some cases, that probably is a 5-minute clip that was cut up and edited and chopped up nicely to extend to 15 minutes. Okay. So you can't believe everything someone says or do on the internet. Just because it's on the internet doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So I'm assuming that's what Cardi B is elaborating on. Okay, just like reality TV, and I know it's so popular. Everyone loves reality TV. I'm not a fan of reality TV, but I know there's a place for reality TV. Which, by the way, I don't hear nobody talking about banning reality TV because too much reality TV could be a bad thing as well. But you don't hear nobody talking about banning reality TV. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, so um, yeah, uh, so I think that's what Cardi B is referring to. Uh, and that's what she's referencing, that, hey guys, you know, corn you know, can be useful for people out there that believe that that believe that these stories and a lot of these videos, and these videos can be used for educational purposes. Now, saying all that to say this, I don't think when people watch corn on the internet, they are paying attention to the details. I think generally I think the majority of people that watch corn, they get off on it. You know, they really don't care about what the guy says or what the girl says, or can they uh apply this to everyday life. It's just a moment in time that they got the urge, or the need to relieve themselves. Okay. Now I do feel like there's some people out there that can watch corn, can watch it like they're watching a movie, or like they're watching reality TV, or like they're watching a live stream, a gamer doing a live stream. Okay. I do feel like there's certain people out there that can just watch it and they don't relieve themselves or anything, and just watch it like regular entertainment, and then they go out their busy day, you know. Um I feel like if you got a smartphone, and if you're on social media, male or female, no matter your demographics, no matter your religious background, your educational background, when you're scrolling through your timeline, chances are you're going to run into some explicit content. Can we all be real about that? If you go through your timeline, male or female, whatever your background is, you scroll through your timeline, particularly on Instagram, or definitely X, formerly known as Twitter, by the way, you're going to scroll through some adult themed content. And you're also going to scroll through some sexual activity. All right. So, it happens. It happens. Either you are looking for it, or it found you. Okay. So I can agree with a lot of stuff. I mean, I can agree with some things Cardi B said, but to you can learn something from corn from the perspective of how to treat a woman. If you're just if you just take that statement on its own stance, you'll say to yourself, well, no, you can't learn anything on how to treat a woman on watch corn. But that's a statement that she will have to elaborate. And yeah, I think that's where she was heading with it. But hey, it is what it is. All right. So yeah, we done talked about this. Guys, tell me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Are you for Candace Owens? Are you for Cardi B? Tell me your stance on pornography. Should it be banned? Should there be laws and rules applied to it? Um, Here's my thing. There's no feasible way. There's no law, no bill, nothing that none of these social media platforms can do to eliminate pornography. All right. There's nothing you can do about it. I feel like if you are a parent, then you have kids, you need to watch your kids. You are responsible for your kids. Wherever your kids are viewing, you have to guide them and make sure they're not around activities like that. If you are an adult, um you are responsible for what you consume. All right. And like I said earlier in this presentation, too much of anything could be a bad thing. All right. And if your behavior changes, your attitude changes, your mental stability changes, you're not very sociable, then you need to seek some type of help, whatever. And it could be corn or playing video games, whatever the case may be. Whatever you consume as entertainment, too much of anything can be a bad thing for you. All right. But you should educate yourself enough to be aware of, okay, I'm consuming way too much of this, and this is consuming my life. I need to talk to somebody about this. All right. Okay. But I feel like just using Candace Owens' um opinion and just totally banning, eliminating something is an over exaggeration. It's ridiculous. And like I said, these red pill, blue pill influencers, speakers, life coaches, relationship gurus, wherever you want to, if it applies, let it. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But whatever you guys want to label these Candace Owens, the fresh and fits, the whatever, whoever you consume and whoever you watch, I feel like a lot of these people are opportunists. A lot of these people are opportunists. They don't have your best interests. Uh, they don't have your best interests when they're talking about these controversial topics. They're opportunists. They're basically searching for clicks and views. They're basically they basically want to be validated on social media. They basically want to be the place where a lot of you guys gravitate to. All right. And they're pushing an agenda. They're pushing a product. They're pushing a brand or awareness of their own. All right. And that's pretty much it. All right. So I'm not saying Candace Owens is a bad person. I just feel like Candace Owens doesn't have the best interest at heart. All right. And she's pushing what she believes is her best interest. And you also got to understand, she knew Cardi B, this was a bait type of topic. She knew Cardi B was going to elaborate or say something about it. And Candace Owens and Cardi B they got this weird relationship. Like whatever Candace Owens says, Cardi B is going to jump on it, hook, line, and sinker. And whatever Cardi B says, Candace Owens likewise does the same thing. All right. So yeah, to be perfectly honest, and I know a lot of people, and I think the camps of Cardi B and the camps of Candace Owens, maybe the camp of Candace Owens suggested this to Candace Owens. I think these two should collaborate and do a podcast, and that podcast would do some crazy numbers. Could you imagine Candace Owens and Cardi B in the same room talking about different topics and things of that nature? Now, is that beneficial to Cardi B at the current landscape Cardi B is in? No. It'd be it wouldn't really be the best interest of Cardi B, but it will be a huge difference for Candace Owens. All right. So yeah, I mean, it's you can tell it's bad for Candace Owens when she's making appearances on Fresh and Fit. Who thought that would ever happen? All right. Sometimes you got to get into where you fit in, and that's what's going on. And you know that's my topic, guys. Comment in the comment section. Tell me, you guys, what you think. You think Cardi B's right? You think Candace Owens right? What do you think about pornography? All right. Is it good? Is it bad? Just comment in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. And let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with some more great topics.
You know what I don't understand? I'm going to talk about it right now. I get the views. I get a lot of them. But I don't get the likes. Like if you spend that much time to watch the video and then you don't hit the like button, what's going on? Come on now. Pull yourself together. If you're going to watch it, like it. Get busy. You got things to do. Hit that button. You know what I don't understand? I'm going to
Had to sneeze there. Sorry about that. Okay, rate, comment, subscribe, share this live stream with your friends, family, as well as your followers. I'd like to thank my graveyard crew. My graveyard crew, you got a couple of hours and you out. All right, you are out of there. All right. To my early morning squad that's just now got up, I really do appreciate you spending some time with your boy. Hit the like button, share with your friends, family, as well as your followers, and hit the subscription button and get familiar. All right. So we got some more news and notes. We're going to segue into some other things real fast, real quick. So Trump got indicted. I think it's on 32 counts. He got indicted for all 32 counts. Last time I checked, it was 25 counts. For the hush money thing, with his relationship with Stormy Daniels. He wanted to keep that on the low. Keep it on the down low. Nobody has to know. Anyway, so he was trying to keep this on the down low, particularly when he became president. Everything you do in the dark will come to the light. All right. Best believe that you did. So, um, what does this ultimately mean for Donald Trump? He's not going to serve a day in jail. Okay. I do feel like this tarnishes his image. I feel like Donald Trump's image has already been taking some hits, been taking some lumps, some bumps, some bruises. It's gotten so bad for Donald Trump that when he was, when he was at his top, tippity top, uh, yeah, and the Joe Biden party before they became president, they wanted to do some debates with Donald Trump. And at that time, Donald Trump said, "There's no need for me to do any debates for you. Okay, I'm not going to help you help yourself. All right. Right now I'm the top dog. Everyone wants to hear about WA. All right, and it's amazing what a difference 4 years make. Because now Donald Trump is in a lot of these legal battles. And this one was by far as, hurt his credibility and hurt his status. Before these counts, before he became guilty, a lot of people were pulling for him to be commander in chief, and now that's dwindling. All right, his public persona, which a lot of people, we all knew Donald Trump, aka, you know, grab him by the coochie. We knew that guy, even before he became president. And when he became president, he was still that same guy. And now he's no longer president. Guess what, folks? He's still the same guy. All right. It's just he pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes. And a lot of these Trump activists, a lot of these Trump fans, a lot of these Trump stands is going to have to get used to the fact that this really hurts his credibility and his image. All right. Um, and we still haven't gotten an end result for the Georgia election, even though I feel like Fannie Willis has, fumbled the bag on that. She had two amazing uh battles of interest with the Young Thug RICO trial that she orchestrated, and then she had the Donald J. Trump thing, and if she would have gotten a W on either of those two, but Fonnie Willis finds herself in a sticky pause situation by she's a sugar mama giving a guy extra funds because they was in a relationship, which by the way this guy was married at the time. Now he's divorced. Um, and That little scandal kind of tarnishes uh how people feel about Fonnie Willis and tarnish how people feel about these two situations with the Young Thug RICO case. A lot of people feel like Young Thug is going to get off because hey, they really have fumbled the bag on that. I go, if I was you guys, go to content creators on YouTube that's covering that. I'm not going to cover it. It's just not my expertise. And if you look at this Trump thing, this is very damaging for Fonnie Willis. But nevertheless, this new breaking news, this really hurts uh, Donald J. Trump, um, image. Let's just go as far as that. Okay, moving forward. In other news and notes, I know I have been very silent on the Diddy thing. And to me, the reason why I was very silent on the Diddy thing, because once again, this is not my expertise. I don't do hip hop news. If it's something that's interesting, then yeah, I'm gonna do it. And two, YouTube be tripping on the Diddy stuff. All right. If you're not a big, well-known content creator on YouTube, you know, uh, you know, uh, if you small time like myself, it's gonna be hard to get in the algorithm, particularly doing these Diddy things. Even though, as a content creator, what a time to be alive. You had the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. You got this Diddy situation. You had Young Thug last year, uh, and now this life is good as the content creator. Okay, if you ever thought about being a content creator, now's the time to do it. Okay, particularly with all this stuff. Cat Williams interview on Club Shay Shay. So a lot of stuff popped off as a content creator. All right. So yeah, I didn't cover too much of the Diddy thing because I don't feel like the number one source for hip hop news. All right. Jordan Tower is pretty good, even though uh, his view on the Drake and Kendrick Lamar was kind of off. And he even said that in his most recent video. But nevertheless, I would go to Jordan Towers, Gully TV, Joe Button. I would gravitate to those platforms. But anywho, um, with the Diddy thing, it seems like the feds are trying to build a case with, or are building a case with Diddy, and there's a reason why that surveillance footage of Diddy punching Cassidy in a hotel lobby, and they gave it to CNN. Which, by the way, if if you get anything posted on CNN, it's gonna go viral instantly. Okay, and that hurt the image of Diddy, particularly his stance, saying that even though he signed an NDA, him and Cassidy, and they couldn't really talk about it. It's kind of hard to talk about this situation when you done signed an NDA, and now you got this video floating around. This is very surgical and strategic for Cassidy's legal team, the federal government. Even though she signed an NDA, she's maneuvering around this NDA, and a lot of people are illustrating the possibility of Diddy being locked up. Now, a lot of people say, what I'm about to say, a lot of people have already critiqued this. I feel like you know, more and more people are stepping up. Now you had recent news of a hairstylist that used to live next to them, and she heard or witnessed something of Diddy and Cassidy fighting or domestic violence or whatever. Well, it's domestic violence regardless. Um, you're starting to hear more and more stories. You're starting to hear a lot of women saying that they had a weird relationship with Diddy and things of that nature. Now, Young Miami has said that she never had a golden shower performed on her. So by Diddy. And that was just, and the reason why she was promoting that is to get popping on social media. I don't know why um promoting that a man is performing a golden shower on you was going to get you popping. Okay. With that being said, I really do think Diddy did that. I think he's that type of dude. Uh and my stance on Diddy is that's very shameful. We all heard the rumors, but when you actually see it, that's disgusting and shameful that you would kick a woman. This I don't care what she did. Even though reports are saying that she tried to steal an expensive watch. Okay, if she would stole an expensive watch from you, then get the authorities, law enforcement involved. But you couldn't do it at that time because you was physically abusing her. So you didn't want to get law enforcement. If everything was on the up and up, and she stole the watch, okay, that's one thing. But everything is not on the up and up, okay? And it still doesn't give you any justice to put your hands on a woman or even kick a woman while she's down. All right. That's just totally disgusting. Okay. Um and now you hear these rumors, and we've been heard these rumors about Notorious B.I.G. He wanted to get out from under Diddy. Um Now, I don't want to go all the way into this story, but I understand why Notorious B.I.G. wanted to get away from Diddy because he wasn't controlling his publishing or anything, and he wanted to get out from Diddy so he can do his own thing. And I understand that, but there was a situation where he could have gotten out from under Diddy, but he sold a lot of his publishing and a lot of his rights with Junior Mafia and things of that nature to Diddy to get more money. All right. Uh, and in that time of rap, that was the thing to do. Hey, Tupac, he's supposed to be a millionaire, and he passed away. God rest his soul. He was broke, you know, because Suge Knight controlled a lot of stuff about Tupac. And Tupac knew that, and he was trying to get out from under his situation, just like Notorious B.I.G. was trying to get out and under from his situation from Diddy. All right. And yeah. So yeah, that's the news and notes on the Diddy front. We'll just be watching and tuning in. Now, the what I was gonna say was, I feel like a lot of people feel like he's going to jail. I do not see that. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't see that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the federal government cares if he's in jail. That's not the motive on why they would want him to go to jail. I don't think that's the big play for the government. And allow your boy to explain. All right. First and foremost, I think I look at it like this, folks. I don't think Diddy is going to jail, and I don't think that's the play, and that's the reason why they would want him to go to jail. One, I feel like Diddy is powerful enough, has some connections and some influences, and his money is long enough to withstand uh these other allegations. Now, and I think Diddy has been careful enough to where no dirt is going to drop on him. Now, a lot of people feel like the guy that the federal government arrested that was a drug mule is going to rat on Diddy. And I do believe that. I do feel like he is going to rat on Diddy, but it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Remember what Frank Lucas said? Which, by the way, Denzel Washington played Frank Lucas. And I forgot the movie. I'm sorry about that. I think it was The Last Gangster or something like that. Gangster something. Um, when Russell Crowe, was that Training Day? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Jake, Jake, Jake. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. All right. But anyway, uh, back to what I was going to say. I think the drug mule, even though he would love to snitch on Diddy, is what you can prove at the end of the day. Now, unless he recorded Diddy and he handed the drug to Diddy, or unless he recorded Diddy and Diddy said, "Yeah, those are my drugs." All right. Um, all what he's gonna say is hearsay. All right. So I don't think the federal government is smart enough to know that's not the angle we're going to play. And even with this Cassidy thing, um, they both agreed to an NDA. They can't really talk or mention one another's name. And I do feel like Cassidy surrendered a lot of her ability to sue Diddy. Now I do feel like Cassidy would love to see Diddy in jail, but a lot of these things that happened was decades ago. All right. So it's kind of hard for the police, and even the police made a statement saying, even with the hotel footage, uh, there's nothing they can do on their end. You know, if Cassidy would have said something, if the hotel would have gave them the video when it actually happened, that's one thing. But this video is like more than 10 years old. All right. Even though even though they got the footage, now you got a slew of a lot of women saying, and a lot of and I don't know about this male ex workers. You know I don't know if that's true or kind of true. I don't know, but you got a lot of people coming out of woodwork, a lot of women coming out of woodwork saying, "Yeah, he did that to me. This, that, and the third." I do feel like um a lot of those situations, if they're not collaborating with the same attorney, or if their attorneys are not collaborating with Cassidy's attorneys, uh I think this is all white noise. Okay. And if they don't have proof, and once again, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. If they don't have any proof, like connecting the dots with pictures or videos or text messages or whatever, all right, then this is all going to be circumstance, okay, in a courtroom. And I don't think that's the federal government's bigger play. I do feel like there are outside interests that are involved that wants to see Diddy not only be humbled, but take a peg down on his credibility, his image, and this is a huge hit financially for Diddy. And I've said this in multiple live streams, and I'm going to say this again. All this stuff really started happening, and you started seeing the wheels fall off when he told the world that he was going to sue his former vodka company, the Ciroc, the people that make Ciroc. And ever since he said that, Diddy has been stumbling out the gate. Now, I don't know if you are a conspiracy theorist or you wear aluminum tinfoil hats, but you, you know, ever since he talked about, hey, I'm going to take these guys to court, that's when all of this other stuff transpired and started happening for Diddy. So, I do feel like there's a bigger play. I do feel like the government is, they're just throwing stuff on the wall hoping for something to stick. And the bigger crap that they're throwing on the wall, um being a drug mule, because there was reports out there that Young Miami was a drug mule to Diddy. And that's one thing they're trying to connect. All right. Then the X trafficking, you know, with Cassidy or someone else, they're hoping for that to stick. Now I feel like, and I don't know why these guys want to hold on to incriminating evidence. And when they did that raid and they took everything out of his home that was incriminating, we haven't heard what else that they had. Now, obviously, I don't know if the surveillance footage from the hotel was one of the items that law enforcement took, but law enforcement is trying to beat Diddy at his own game, which is to make it go viral, make it get clicks and views and things of that nature. And I haven't heard of any of them taking it to the legal protocols, like indicting him or giving him charges as of yet. Okay. Um, but obviously, uh, unless he had a confession letter or a video of him taking the drugs from his drug mule, saying, "Hey, yeah, these are my drugs," or a video or a picture of him saying, "Yeah, I smacked the ish out of Cassidy," or some more graphic uh, sexual interactions with someone else that he was using to blackmail or extort, um, which again I don't understand. We just saw R. Kelly. A lot of the stuff. A lot of the reasons why R. Kelly is locked up is because he self snitched on himself, and it's amazing to me when you read that story, you would think a lot of people would smarten up and say, okay, I need to get rid of a lot of stuff that I done recorded so I don't self snitch on my damn self. You would think Diddy would be smart enough to do that. Okay. So yeah, it's hard going down this rabbit hole, but this is a wait and see thing. Me personally, if there's nothing concrete as far as law enforcement goes, as far as the government goes, as far as the federal homeland security goes, if we don't hear nothing by the end of this year, as far as him going to court or a plea deal or whatever, then this is this is obvious. They obviously indicting him as far as damaging his reputation and damaging his image, because the music industry is done. They done with Diddy. The fashion industry is definitely done with Diddy. As far as him doing entertainment, like he has stepped uh, away from Revolt. Um, you know, I forgot the other thing that I was going to talk about. Um, oh, the Vodka Company. He's not. You know, his name is so bad. It's going to be hard for him to get a deal with another liquor company or vodka company or anything like that. Um, you know, a lot of those avenues he generated mass amount of revenue, and they just cut the umbilical cord on a lot of those areas where he was making money. Now I'm pretty sure somehow, some way, he's getting money from the name Sean John. He's getting money from other publishing that he still controls. Um, he's getting money from his record company. I'm pretty sure he's getting money. He's still getting a stream of income, but how big is that stream? Is it an ocean or is it a creek bed stream? All right. So I feel like at the end of the year we're gonna find all these questions. We're gonna have answers to if we don't hear nothing by the end of this year. All right. So yeah, that is the Diddy situation. One more situation, and Say Cheese reported this. So this is this OnlyFans model by MF Stack. I forgot her name, and she basically uh go went viral for the wrong reasons. So basically, if I paraphrase exactly what she said word for word, she said that I don't know why these guys. Hold up. Can I dig up the clip? I mean, can I dig up the actual statement from this girl? And this just goes to show this self-snitching society. People love to snitch on themselves for some strange, weird reason. I mean, why would you snitch? Why would you say something this dumb and this stupid? Okay, you have to be a total nincompoop to do anything like that. Let me see if I can find it. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Let's just do it this way. Let's just do it this way. Let's go here. We'll just go to the actual Say Cheese X, formerly known Twitter account, and we'll just go right here. If it's still here, because she proclaimed that she's going to sue Say Cheese on what they posted. I think they got rid of it. Ain't this no, wait a minute, hold up. Oh, here we go. So Dime Racks said this on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I think she posted it um on her Instagram. Dime Racks, which, by the way, if you go to her Twitter page and if you comment, she's gonna automatically block you. She's gonna automatically block you. No matter if you, if I mean, okay. So this is what Dime Rack said. All right, I don't sell Ushy, uh, uh, which, well, okay, let's go back. I don't sell coochie, B word, and if I did, I wasn't selling it to you bum ass 9 to 5 workers. TF, the, you know what she's saying. My rent, my rent, talking about her apartment, has been $5K for the last 4 years. I don't know why she put her rent involved in this. You MFers couldn't even afford my living arrangements, yet alone my ushy. Stick to buying videos of me. That's it. That's all the F. So sick of you ninjas asking to buy like I'm advertising it. I never once said, hey, y'all, I do meetups. What the F? All right. And ever since this came out, she's threatening to sue Say Cheese. Okay. So OnlyFans model Dime Rack is sick of men with 9 to 5s asking to buy her kitty. Okay. So one of the comments on this Twitter post, all of them should stop buying her videos and see how she handles her 5K rent. All right. Imagine, and someone else says, imagine they pull the plug on your OnlyFans. OnlyFans, I'm not selling kitty, don't belong. OnlyFans, I'm OnlyFans, and I'm not selling kitty don't belong in the same sentence. Okay. This generation is cooked, someone else said. This is like McDonald's telling people they get sick and tired of people buying their burgers. Literally, an OnlyFans going off on her customers. I blame the down bad, low life men who are subscribed to her OnlyFans ungrateful. Someone put in this comment section. This is the 5K apartment rent OnlyFans model dime racks was talking about. And it looks like a very small apartment. Okay. Very small apartment. Hey, I don't know where she lives at. If she lives in New York, uh, you know, uh, New York rent is pretty high. If she's living in Los Angeles is pretty high. But hey, to each his own. All right. So dime racks, okay. First and foremost, OnlyFans and selling your coochie pretty much goes hand in hand. All right. Um, Now I don't understand why women like dime racks don't think that they don't go hand to hand. Okay, just because someone can't physically get into your coochie or get into your kitty doesn't mean that you're not selling your coochie and your kitty. Okay, particularly on OnlyFans. I have no issue with no woman um doing OnlyFans. If you guys know me well, if you guys have been listening to my live streams, been checking my videos out, I have no issue with no female doing OnlyFans. Hey, at the end of the day, it's it's part of being a content creator. If you provide entertainment, you want to get paid for the entertainment. Okay? Nobody's doing this stuff for free. It doesn't matter if you're an OnlyFans model, a social media influencer, a content creator on YouTube, a streamer on Twitch. Okay? Um, you got to get into where you fit in. All right. Now, Diane Rax put in her bio, she's also a gamer. I don't know about her Twitch. I don't think that's the main reason guys gravitate to her platform. You know, I don't think it's her gaming skills, okay? That's paying the bills. I think it's the OnlyFans and some other avenues she's probably going to that exploits her sexuality. Hey, if you're attractive, and men find you attractive and men think that is entertaining and men want to support you, particularly if it doesn't matter if you're twerking or performing some type of sexual activity. Look, I don't care. Okay, to each his own. All right. As no one, as long as nobody forcing you to sell your sexuality, and if you're doing it on your own, you know, rights and beliefs, go right ahead. Okay. I don't denounce people that are subscribed to people to OnlyFans. I don't hate on OnlyFans models. Even though, well, OnlyFans content creators, I have no issues. I have no crumbs with you guys. Okay. But with that being said, that was the most dumbest thing you can say as a content creator on OnlyFans. You're crapping on your fan base. Do you really think, Don Rex, let me ask you a question. Do you really think that the majority of the guys who are subscribed to your OnlyFans are the top 1% in total income? Do you that's making a million plus? Do you think that there are guys that are subscribed to your OnlyFans that make a million plus? Do you think that there are guys, the majority of the guys that are subscribed to your OnlyFans are in the top 10%, the top 20% when it comes to income? Okay. Generally, guys that are making 20, 30, possibly 50K a year are probably subscribed to your OnlyFans. Generally. Okay. So when you make a generalized statement, that, hey, I'm not selling my coochie to a 9 to 5, you're basically committing uh career damage to your OnlyFans. Okay. Which, by the way, this is my first time ever hearing it about this girl, or this woman, excuse me, this woman. I don't think she's popping like that. Okay. I think she's making some good income on her OnlyFans. And I'm not hating on her, but it's not like she blew up on OnlyFans. And if you look at the statistics, everyone is gravitating to OnlyFans is an oversaturated market. Fansly is an oversaturated market. Okay. So you don't need to be out and about on social media crapping on the majority of your consumer base that is buying your OnlyFans. Like the guy said in the comment section, it's literally hustling backwards. It's like McDonald's takes to social media and say, we're sick and tired of 9 to 5 people buying our burgers and fries. When the majority of your consumer base are 9 to 5 people, and you're crapping on them saying, I wish y'all don't support us. Generally, they stop supporting you. Okay. Do you really think millionaires are lining up to go to McDonald's? Okay. Do you really think that? All right. So for her to say that she's crapping on her consumers, she's crapping on her fan base, she's crapping on her supporters, and now she's doing an about face and made another tweet saying, "Oh, I didn't mean it that way." I'm talking about people that's in my DM saying how much uh it will cost to do a meetup. When you should have just said that. Okay. All right. First of all, if you don't want people to ask about doing meetups and ask about, you know, paying as far as smashing you, then why are you entertaining it? All right. The people that you should block are those people. But let me guess, you don't want to block those people because the people that are asking to hook up with you probably are subscribed to your OnlyFans. Correct? I'm pretty sure that's where you're getting the DMs from. You're getting the DMs from the comment section or your DMs from your OnlyFans. So if you block that person, you're blocking that potential income. I get it, but you still want to feel inferior by saying, "Hey, I got to let social media know about this." Okay, you wanted, you was chasing the clicks and views. You was chasing the clout. You thought that you was going to flip this and go viral on it, and now you can get even more people. The logic in people's thinking. Okay, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna go viral, get more subscribers, to follow me on OnlyFans, to get popping, going viral, okay, by saying this statement. People don't think, they just press send, okay? And that's where you get this self snitching society. When you snitch on yourself, when snitching goes wrong in the worst way possible for dime racks, okay? You deserve a donkey of the day. I'm sorry, not the donkey that you got on your back, but you deserve to be a donkey of the day. The ridiculousness that you are saying right now. And now you're trying to now you're trying to explain yourself when you're digging a digger when you're digging a bigger hole. Ma'am, quit while you're behind. Just go to social media or go to Say Cheese. Instead of saying, "Hey, Say Cheese, I'm suing you," uh just say, "Hey, look, my bad, I didn't mean it that way." And just say, "My and just let it go. Let it go. Say, "My bad, I didn't mean it that way." And just let it go. No, you go into more of a deep forest, more of a deep pickle, more of a deeper hole trying to explain it. All right. So dime racks, you can miss me on all that stuff. You can just block people left to right. And that's when you know you're cooked, when you can't even respond back as an adult, when you can't even, meet your criticism head on, all right? And you just block a person, all right? That speaks in volumes of, "Hey, I'm so wrong. I can't even explain myself." Okay? It's like the guy that a couple of days ago, he went viral. He was in a Zoom meeting with the judge, well, with court, on a suspended driver's license. But get this. You This guy was actually driving on a conference call with the judge about him driving on a suspended license, and his license is still suspended. And he was befuddled. I mean, when the judge said, "Now, maybe I'm missing something, but we're talking about, we're in court today about about you driving on a suspended license, and correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't you driving?" There was nothing the guy can do. And I think the guy, after 2 minutes of this conversation, the reality started setting in. And he's saying, "Oh my God, I just self snitched on myself." Well, anyway, that guy had to turn himself later on that day to to the closest precinct possible, because now he's locked up. And it's just stupid. Why would you go on a live Zoom conference call about a suspended license, driving on a suspended license, and you're driving? You think that was the time and place to do that? Did you really think that was the time and place to do that? Dime racks, why would you go to social media and advertise, "I'm so sick of these 9 to 5 workers thinking that they can buy my coochie"? All right. Which, by the way, you talk about, and I hate when people, oh my God, when people use the argument of, "You couldn't afford me anyway because you couldn't even afford my rent." Like the two have anything in common. Direct, sweetie, you couldn't afford your own rent. You can't even afford your own rent. But you want these strangers, these stragglers, I shouldn't call them stragglers, but you want your consumer base, you want your subscribers, you want the people that pay for your OnlyFans to continue to subscribe to your platform. It would not surprise me none if she takes a huge hit on her OnlyFans. And it would not surprise me none in the next couple of months she does a 70% off or a bundle sale or something like that. Look, quit while you're behind. Just, man up, woman up, and just admit that you was wrong. Why is it so hard for people in the world today to just admit that you made a mistake? Just admit that you made a mistake and just keep it pushing, keep it moving on. You're going to get trolls to still troll you. You're not going to stop that. You can block them if you want to. When you block one troll, four others come up. Okay? So you're going to be constantly blocking people. All right? So just, you know, just let it fly. I'm pretty sure, with social media, somebody's going to be talking about somebody else's tragedy because that's what social media is. Every day someone posts someone's tragedy. And I'm not talking about someone's life tragedy. I'm just talking about social media tragedy, like snitching on yourself or saying something stupid on social media. Someone else is going to say something stupid on social media. They're going to forget about you, Dime Racks. Trust me. We were all just like you. We was all just like you. We had to learn through our mistakes. Okay, you know, someone else is gonna be someone else is gonna say something stupid, and the heat's gonna be off of you, Don Rex. Just you know, instead of trying to explain yourself, instead of saying that you're gonna sue Say Cheese TV for something you said, okay, you can't sit up there and say someone hacked your account, okay? You posted it, okay? You stand on all 10 toes supporting this. You even double down on this, okay? So, hey, to each his own. Guys, tell me what you think in the comment section about Dime Rex. Do you think that she was wrong? Do you think that she was right? Me personally, this is not going to uh destroy her OnlyFans. I think she's going to take a hit. I think a lot of people can read between the lines. People, are probably unsubscribing because they probably direct message her on OnlyFans, inquiring about it. And now, instead of just replying back to them in the DMs, wherever you get the interaction from, that's where you should reply from. Okay. So if someone was in your DMs and you felt offensive about it, you could have just, like an adult, DM them back and say, "Hey, I don't do stuff like that. I don't do meetups. And I really do appreciate you supporting my OnlyFans. All I'm doing is just OnlyFans content only. I'm not doing collaborations or anything like that." And just kept it pushing, kept it moving. Okay. But no, you wanted to make a name for yourself on viral. You thought you had one. You thought that this was going to blow you up. The idiocy in this woman that by releasing this information on social media, thinking that this was going to spark interest in her. Therefore, more 9 to 5 workers are going to be subscribed to her OnlyFans. It's just totally ridiculous. But hey, there's a lot of women out there that are like this. Okay. I dealt with a woman like this on social media, and I kept it all in the DMs. But hey, you know there are some women out there that really believe what they really believe into the hype, that are so delusional. They're so delusional, they're lost. Okay. They're lost in the sauce. Sometimes it's just best not to even associate yourself like this. Like I said, I was dealing with this one ex OnlyFans BBW model, and she met me through here. I didn't know nothing about her. She met me through here. We was chopping it up with interactions and things of that nature. I supported a lot of stuff that she was doing. Likewise the same, because she met me here, right? And she left a weird cryptic message on my Instagram, and I didn't pay no mind, no attention to it. I just thought that she was congratulating me on something. Then next thing I know, here comes all this other stuff. Like, oh, I canceled my OnlyFans. I'm no longer doing OnlyFans. Like, I didn't even ask for that information. Okay, I unfollowed you. I didn't even ask for that information. Okay, it was just some. It was like I was talking. It was almost like to the effect someone just took her account and hacked it and just was trolling me. I Hey, I kept it rolling, kept it moving. You know, it's all good in the hood. I wish you the best. You keep doing you, Queen. And it's amazing how the stuff that works for me, you're applying it to your own platforms. Okay, the stuff that you was denouncing that I was doing, that you didn't see the logic in, now all of a sudden you're doing it. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But I fall back. I fall back. I'm not hating on anybody. Hey, look, it is what it is. You know, some people get it, some people don't. You just keep it pushing, you keep it moving. You don't have no hate in your heart for anybody, and you just keep doing you. And that's what I do here. I just keep doing me. I stay in my zone. I stay in my home, and I just keep doing me. I keep giving you guys this content, and this is pretty much the end of this episode. I like to first and foremost thank all the live viewers. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. All the live viewers, I really do appreciate that. Um, I like to thank my graveyard shift. I really do appreciate you guys. This is we've been I've been doing this for almost a year. Well, it's going on a year. In the fall it will definitely be a year. So I like to thank all of my graveyard shift crew that comes in and watch it live. Okay. I like to also thank my early morning squad that wakes up early in the morning to get their hustle on, no matter if they're going to school, work, whatever. Okay. I like to appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate that from you guys, my live viewers in full effect. I also like to thank my day one subscribers that still support the platform. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Over 200K in views. I could not do that without you guys. All right. Could not do that without you guys. Really do appreciate that. All my new subscribers, thank you very much. A lot of you guys are checking out my YouTube shorts. As long as you guys want to, as long as you guys enjoy the content, I'm gonna supply the content. A lot of you guys support Too Early for This podcast live, as well as Too Early for This podcast, the re-air of all this good shenanigans and this good info and this good stuff, this good entertainment. It's just good. Okay. I like to thank all of you guys for hanging out with your boy. Um, we're gonna make it over the hour and 50 mark. I told you guys from the beginning I was gonna keep it down to just an hour. Just a lot of stuff to talk about. I really do apologize for that, but some of you guys love me doing over 2 hours or over an hour, so I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Just remember to hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. Also, if you want to subscribe and enjoy, you will not be disappointed, not by the least, not by the slightest. And share this YouTube channel and this podcast in the YouTube algorithm. Also, support my other platforms in the description below. I will post those other links later on today. Like I said, I like to thank everyone supporting me. If you want to support me further, hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges and its perks. I'm going to reevaluate and re-update the join membership feature. I'm gonna have a whole lot of stuff uh, available for the join membership people. If you want to support me on the Cash App, hit the Cash App, $ I'm Chris the Don One. If you want to give me a little donation for, if you want to give me a donation for the Chris Donnell cause, I really do appreciate that. It's not mandatory. You don't have to do it. Okay, you definitely don't have to do it. But if you could, you would. And if you would, you definitely would. Okay, I couldn't think of a line. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I got. Guys, I will see you back next Friday. Fridays only. In the beginning we started Saturday morning. Now we do Friday mornings. So Friday morning we'll be back better, bigger than ever. It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from Ghost to Ghost. It's your boy, I'm Chris the Don One. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, go check out my favorite content provider in these YouTube streets. All right. Just Me Nicole. She does vlogs. She does vlogs, she does makeup, she does hair. I really do dig and appreciate her channel. She always supports your boy, even through my other platforms. Just Me Nicole, I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And Kayla Johnson, she has a YouTube channel. You know what I'm gonna do? Whenever I get time today, I'm gonna put in the comment section of YouTube channels you guys should support. Now Kayla Johnson, she does vlogs and fashion and makeup and things of that nature. Uh, I think she has a great personality. She has a great it's just the way how she makes her videos. Um, she's not fake. It's all organic. It's all original. I think this is her from dusk to dawn. Kaylee Johnson, she posted 2 vlogs in the past couple of weeks. Go check those out at your leisure, you dig? So I'm gonna have her link in the comment section. I'm gonna have Just Me Nicole's link in the comment section. And yeah, that's all I got for today. Guys, I will see you guys bright early next Friday. Same bad time, same bad channel. I will see your boy. I'm up out of here, guys. Uh, I'm gone. Outro. Deuces. See y'all next Friday. Thank y'all for coming. Deuces.